We're rolling.
Hi, David.
Hi, Candace.
How are you doing today here in New York?
I am fantastic.
Well, I kind of want to start off with asking you, tell me a little bit about yourself as an artistic director for CCuoco.
Yeah, so I got involved with Candace on one of her shoots. She asked if I would be involved in, art directing, styling her lookbook for her current collection in San Francisco. And I worked with a new photographer that I had never worked with before. And we got on set. I had done a few wigs for it and definitely had a concept in mind and a texture and a treatment involved for the collection. And I think we delivered a look for Candace that she had never seen before. And more of her aesthetic was, we wanted to deliver something that she had in mind, and I think we delivered it, and she was surprised by it and happy that we could deliver such a treatment. So we started working together, and we haven't stopped since. So
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that creative energy that really surrounds the brand and the connection that you have to it with her.
yeah, so I think Candace and I have a similar background in how we walk through life and how we grew up as children and how we look at the world and at people and art and design and fabric and treatments and just energetically, aesthetically, intrinsically, and all those great words. I think we see life the same way and we speak kind of the same language, and so a lot of times we don't even have to talk, but we can just visualize certain stories, and we can share those things together, and out of it comes amazing visions, and we go forward with those, and they just kind of happen, and out of it comes great results. And we can cross over into each other's space and platform without egos getting involved, and for me those are the best kind of people to be involved with. People that operate on that kind of level of energy and artistry, and they allow for that to happen. And those are my favorite kind of people. And so we are choosing to work together because out of that comes this amazing force field. And Candace and I and Kirsten are in bed together working, and we call it the Vision Aries because we have 3 Aries that are creating this ring of fire that is a force to be reckoned with in the art world. So I think it's a great trio to start with.
And I heard that everything that comes out of your mouth is golden. And I know that you have, you believe in the label as far as where it's going. Can you tell us a little bit about your creative ideas, direction, where you think it's going to end up?
Well, we had to grow into that for me to understand who Candace was as a person and as a designer, and it slowly clicked into place. And I interviewed her with very specific questions that I used to interview artists with. And I think she was impressed by my questions, and I was definitely impressed by the answers. And it was for a digital magazine I want to produce, and I really got to know her in that hour and a half. And I got to understand her aesthetic as a designer and somebody that works in leather. And as we worked together and grew together, I started to create my own vision for where she could go with this and what we might do with it and the expanse of it. And early on, the minute I met her, it was like this energy, this force field that I saw and believed in straight away, right away. I mean, I just see her as a full conceptual brand globally, and she has this look about her and this energy, and I always knew that it would not only just be fashion and the way women wear leather, but she will be a household brand, a name. And I started conceptualizing a flagship store, actually, with everything from handbags to shoes to accessories to beauty products to candles to household products. It's going to be a full brand. It may take time to get there. I actually have a name for the flagship store. I'm not going to share it right now, We're going to tease you into it, and it'll be a destination. It won't just be a store. It'll be a destination that will tantalize all the senses. It'll be full sensory, and the world better be ready for it because it's going to be a production. And this is what I do. I produce, and I want to deliver something to her and the brand that will be memorable to people who come into the store.
Well, that was perfect. Just in short, is there anything off the top of your head that you would want to finish it off as, like your last statement as far as any of this goes? Brand image, branding, your piece of the pie, what you bring to the table, CCuoco in a whole.
You know, for me, you know, when you talk about you're dating, like we talk about who we date. You're in bed with your brand, you're in bed with your work, your designs, your leather, your patterns, your scissors. That's who you sleep with, that's who you're in bed with. I'm in bed with my vision. I'm in bed with, it's so sexy to me and so empowering, and so it makes me so happy to be in that element of sitting down with a challenge of being able to conceptualize an idea in, like, here I am in A, and to deliver it to Z, a flagship store would be the ultimate orgasm, because when I believe in an idea and I have all my artists and tribes on board and I can deliver something to you that would be the ultimate, like, art project, right? How much happier can I be? You know? I mean, when somebody believes in me as an artist and a vision, and people buy into those concepts and ideas, and I get to deliver it with the most amazing artists in the world, I can go and pick and choose and work with the best of the best. But I also gather people as I travel around the world globally, and I like to help emerging artists too. So if I see that you're working at the highest level of working in metals or leather or whatever it is you do, I like to gather up my tribes too and put people to work and work with the, launch careers, and that's what I do.
You're a badass. That was perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
David, what do you see is your role? I know this is all like starting out and just becoming. Where do you see yourself move? How do you see yourself growing with Candace and CCuoco?
Well, I've studied other people that come in at a certain level with an artist, and they either come in at a certain level, either the artist is really high up and operating at a certain high level already, and they come in and they massage it a little bit and then move on because they're already famous or that artist is already famous. But I think for Candace and I, we already resonate at a really high level of artistry, but we're here. We're going to take it to here, and I see a long marriage of that, because we both love it so much. We really don't have any conflict. We only have creative clout in the world. We operate at a super high frequency of light and aura, if you will, if you believe in energy, and we only bring along the right people, and I really see that it could go a long way. But in the business aspect of things, I really see myself as, I have always said, like, I'm going to be the Grace Coddington to the Anna Wintour, the Gabbana to her Dolce. So it's really a marriage of artists, and I see that I can't do it alone, she can't do it alone. So, it has to be a complementary partnership and a marriage, and I think through that it could be a very strong brand, and it can grow to a height that people haven't seen really.
Thank you again.
Thank you.